What if the voice of WWE, the man who called the biggest moments in history, was hiding some of the darkest secrets in wrestling? Because Jim Ross didn't just tell stories. He exposed them. For decades, Jim Ross was the voice of WWE, from Stone Cold Chaos to the Attitude Era explosion. His voice became the soundtrack of wrestling history. But behind that iconic commentary, there was another side of Jim Ross. A side that fans didn't fully understand until he wrote it down in his autobiographies, including Slobberknocker and Under the Black Hat. Jim Ross didn't hold back. He spoke openly about WWE's backstage politics, his personal struggles, his complicated relationship with Vince McMahon, and the harsh realities behind the wrestling business. This isn't just a story about a commentator. This is the story of a man who finally decided to tell the truth. Before WWE fame, Jim Ross built his career in territories like Mid-South wrestling. He wasn't a wrestler. He didn't have the superstar look. But he had something rare, a voice that made everything feel real. In the 1990s, Ross joined WWE and became a key figure during its most important era. He was more than just an announcer. He worked in talent relations, helped recruit future legends, and played a major role behind the scenes. But his journey wasn't smooth. Ross openly revealed in his books that he suffered from Bell's palsy, affecting his facial muscles, constant job insecurity, and emotional stress from backstage pressure. At times, he was fired, rehired, then replaced again. Despite all of that, he stayed loyal to WWE. But that loyalty came at a cost. When Jim Ross released his autobiographies, fans expected stories. What they got was honesty. Ross described his relationship with Vince McMahon as complicated. There was respect, but also tension. He revealed moments where Vince would remove him from commentary without warning, replace him with other announcers, criticize him harshly. Ross didn't present himself as a victim. Instead, he showed the reality of working under a demanding boss in a high-pressure billion-dollar company. As head of talent relations, Ross had to make difficult calls. He was involved in hiring wrestlers, releasing talent, managing contracts. In his books, he admitted that these decisions were often painful. He also spoke about missing opportunities, including wrestlers WWE didn't sign early, who later became stars. Ross didn't hide his mistakes. He owned them. The Attitude Era is often remembered as WWE's golden age. But Ross revealed the chaos behind it. Backstage, it was highly competitive, politically intense, and sometimes toxic. He described how top stars protected their positions, how creative decisions caused tension, and how pressure from ratings wars affected everyone. Yet, through all of it, Ross remained the steady voice fans trusted. One of the most immersive autobiography was his personal life. In 2017, his wife, Jan, was tragically killed in an accident. Ross shared the pain, openly and honestly. He didn't hide behind his wrestling persona. He showed vulnerability. And for many fans, this changed how they saw him forever. Ross also discussed his eventual departure from WWE. He revealed frustrations about being underused, feeling disrespected at times, not being given the same role he once had. Even then, he didn't attack WWE blindly. He balanced criticism with appreciation, because he knew we made him who he was. The biggest revelation wasn't a scandal. It wasn't a shocking secret. It was something deeper. Jim Ross showed that wrestling is not just entertainment. It's a business filled with pressure, politics, sacrifice, and even the most loyal voices are not immune to it. Through his autobiographies, Ross did something rare in wrestling. He told the truth, without trying to destroy the business. Balance is what made his words powerful. Today, Jim Ross is still respected as one of the greatest commentators of all time. His voice defined moments, but his books defined his legacy. He wasn't just the man behind the microphone. He became a historian of wrestling's reality. For fans, his autobiographies are more than stories. They are a window into a world where glory comes with a price. And sometimes, the most powerful words are not shouted in the ring. They're written after the lights go out.